Hi guys. Today we are going to be talking about first conjugation of the first family of verbs in sentences. And this is just a good old thing, YOLO, YOLATE, YOLAWI. It's not a real Latin verb, but we all only do live once. And if the Romans believed in the concept of YOLO, then they would conjugate it like YOLO, YOLAS, YOLAT, YOLAMUS, YOLATIS, YOLANT, etc. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. All right, so I want to talk a bit about subject-verb agreement. You already know that verbs in the present tense can be translated 3 different ways in English. Let's look at this example, laborat. Look at that T at the end. That T tells you who is doing the work. O-S-T-M-U-S-T-I-S-N-T is he, she, it. So laborat means, think about it, he, she, it works, is working, and does work. Okay, sometimes, however, there will be a separate noun acting as the subject. So rather than just plain old laborat, you'll see puella laborat. What are the 3 ways to translate this phrase? Think about it. That's right. The girl works, the girl is working, or the girl does work. That's a complete sentence. If you were translating this sentence, you could just choose one. The girl is working, for example. Here's an important thing about subject-verb agreement. If you have a singular subject, you use a singular verb. If you have a plural subject, you use a plural verb. Here's our verb chart. Woco, wocas, wocat, wocamus, wocatis, wocant. If the subject is singular, the verb will end in T. If the subject is plural, the verb ends in NT. Let's look at this. Servus Romanus vocat. Servus is one slave, it's singular. Therefore, it's a he, right? So we're going to use the he form of calls. The Roman slave calls, or the Roman slave is calling, or the Roman slave does call. What about this? Servi is plural. We could tell by that plural I with a macron ending. Servi Romani vocant, the Roman servants call, the Roman servants are calling, or the Roman servants do call. Remember that, well, I don't even know what I want you to remember. I want you to remember if you have a singular subject, you use a singular verb. If you have a plural subject, use a plural verb. Let's try it. I said write these in your notes. You can, but you don't have to. I do want you to think about these examples as we go through them, however. Servi irati. Okay, look at the noun, the subject, servi. Ask yourself, is that singular or plural? You're right, it's plural. Because servi is plural, the angry slaves, plural, we want to use the plural form of the verb. Which one is the plural form? You're right, amant. Servi irati, amant. Try translating that. The mad slaves are loving, or the angry slaves do love. Let's try this one. Puellae, Romani, and now choose between pugnat or pugnant. All right, we got to figure out if our subject is plural. Is puellae a plural ending or a singular ending? That's right. Puellae is plural. So we need to use the plural form of the verb, pugnant. Try translating this whole sentence, puellae Romani pugnant. Good. The Roman girls are fighting. Next one, magister. Magister, was he taught or Magister visitant? Is Magister singular or a plural subject? You're right. It's singular, so we want the singular form of the verb visitat. Magister visitat means the teacher is visiting, or the teacher visits, or the teacher does visit. All right, what about this? Rana in horto habitat or habitant? Well, the subject Rana is singular, so I know I need a singular verb, habitat. Translate this sentence. The frog lives in the garden, or the frog is living in the garden, or the frog does live in the garden. Last one. Pueri laiti in casa. Pueri laiti laborat in casa or laborant in casa? Think about this one. I hope you said pueri laiti laborant. Because pueri is plural, you need the plural verb. The happy boys are working in the house. Or the happy boys do work in the house. Or the happy boys work in the house. Or heck, in the house the happy boys work. Now we're going to do some practice. Together we're going to read and translate Two Roman Girls from Ecce Romani. Then you will translate with a buddy who sits near you the story called A Summer Afternoon on page 7 of Ecce Romani. You do not need to write this translation down. Ecce Romani is a book in the back of the classroom under the window. It's purple. I know we haven't used it before, but it's always there for you as a resource. Let's look at page 3 of Ecce Romani. You do not need to get the book right now. Here's page 3, an image of it, of Ecce Romani, meaning, behold, Romans! Okay, this is the story of two Roman girls. Notice here that there is a word key. Some of these words you will know, but other words you're going to have to use this key to help you. Ecce in pectura est puella nomine Cornelia. Ecce means look. Look or behold. In pictura est puella, what do you think that means? In the picture is a girl, nomine, by the name of Cornelia. Ecce in pictura est puella nomine Cornelia. In the picture is a girl by the name of Cornelia. Cornelia est puella Romana, quae in Italia habitat. Notice Cornelia is a singular subject, and habitat is a singular verb. They agree. Translate this sentence. Think through it before I translate it for you. Cornelia is a Roman girl. What does quae mean? Look down here. Who lives in Italy. Etiam in pectura est villa rustica ubi Cornelia aestate habitat. Etiam means also. Also in the picture is a rustic villa or a country house. A villa is a big old country house. Also in the picture is a rustic villa, ubi, where Cornelia lives, habitat, where she lives, aestate, in the summer. Cornelia est laeta, you guys know what that means. Cornelia is happy, quod, because iam in villa habitat. Cornelia is happy because now she lives, habitat, in the villa. Cornelia iam sub arbore sedet et legit. Again, Cornelia is the subject, so we have verbs, even though you haven't seen these before, ending in T. We have singular verbs. Take a moment with this sentence and remember to use this key. Okay, Cornelia now sits, sedet, and Leggett reads sub arbore, under the tree. Etiam in pectura est altera puella nomine Flavia. Also in the picture is altera, another girl, nomine, by the name of Flavia. Flavia est puella romana quae in villa vicine habitat. We have a new subject. Flavia is the new subject. Flavia is a Roman girl, quae, who, in villa, in the villa, vicina, in the neighboring villa lives. Flavia is a Roman girl who lives in the neighboring villa. Dum Cornelia legit, Flavia scribit. Take a moment with that. Look at these words. While Cornelia reads, Flavia is writing. Or while Cornelia is reading, Flavia writes. Remember, there are different ways to translate. Laeta est Flavia, quod Cornelia jam in villa habitat. Take a moment with that sentence. Happy is Flavia, or Flavia is happy, because Cornelia now habitat lives in the villa. Great! Remember, your next assignment is to get into pairs of your choice, probably choose somebody who's ready to go at the end of this video, and you will translate the story called A Summer Afternoon on page 7. Go get your Ecce Romani books and go to page 7. Translate it aloud. You do not need to write down this translation, but you might need to use the words from page 3 to help you get through page 7. I look forward to seeing you guys again on Monday. Remember to study your vocabulary. We have 10 new verbs, and I expect you guys to know how to conjugate them, and I expect you to know what these verbs mean. All right, have a great weekend, and thanks for listening.